Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Here on the Bitcoin chart, the price is still in this overall downtrend, but we might have put a substantial low in place on Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. This area here could mark the completion of the next move to the upside. However, it is not impulsive, at least not clearly. That last rally here was a three-wave move. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. Short-term bearish, short-term bullish scenarios. Let's talk about them again. Short-term bearish one. So if we zoom out a little bit, you can see that the move down as an ending diagonal indeed might have completed here. That's absolutely possible. You can even call it something like a descending broadening wedge. We talked about that on the daily chart in the last few days, and these tend to break to the upside at some point. At the same time, another low to maybe reach the lower boundary line here cannot be ruled out around maybe 72k, 75k. Okay, this is the next Fibonacci level anyway at 75,320. So again, it can't be ruled out. I would pay attention to certain key levels now to indicate which scenario is in control. But from a short-term bearish point of view, there was an internal third wave that completed here on the 28th of February. Then a fourth wave bounce, and we're now in the fifth wave to the downside. And this fifth wave to the downside would be an ABC structure. Again, due to the context, we just talked about it, diagonal pattern. So wave 5 is, of course, an ABC structure. And the fifth wave could be unfolding right now, and it's an ABC. And in the C wave, again, we're tracking 5 waves. 1, 2. And this is now where the short-term bearish count would suggest maybe the entire move down here from the swing high that formed on Friday the 7th, which bottomed on Tuesday. That was only a third wave. We're now in a fourth wave and would get one more low. Resistance between 83,718 and 85,474. So what does that mean? It means that we could get another low, but a break above 85,474, as mentioned yesterday, that's the resistance area you know already. A break below it, a break above 85,474 would make the white count far less likely. Now, to confirm, however, that we've bottomed, not just to shift probabilities as per our model, we also need 5 waves up. So this is where the yellow scenario comes into place or into play, and this is the bullish count, which would then confirm to us, first confirmation that a substantial low is in place. That's the yellow count. Again, we provided yesterday this, We provided this support area yesterday to which the price reacted. But I'm shifting this to the right because it could be that it's going to be tested again. Doesn't have to. It's just we need a pivot between bullish and bearish momentum. So this is between 77,800 and 80,060. As long as we're holding above it, the price could still move higher. I mentioned in my update to our members today that the downside here, the upside overall looks incomplete. So we could still grind higher. The question is just with this three-wave rally that happened from yesterday's low and the three-wave pullback, how do we integrate it? It's possible that this here was a 1-2 setup as suggested yesterday, and this is kind of a diagonal pattern, A, B, C in wave 3. It's also possible if we go down a little bit more directly that we're forming a wider wave 2 correction. The difference is at the moment not really important. The main thing is that the 77,810 level is the key level that distinguishes between short-term bullish and short-term bearish momentum. Whether we call that here a wider flat correction in wave 2 in yellow, but then it should form one more low possibly, or whether it's a B wave flat correction in wave 4. Doesn't matter. As long as we don't break below 77,800, the short-term focus remains up because it looks incomplete to the upside. You can see that on the 30-minute chart maybe, that we have 3 waves up, 3 waves down. the 3-wave move down does not confirm a completion here of the rally. If you want to call it a rally, it's a small rally. But if this really is a flat correction, so A, B, C, it might test this support area again. Or it wouldn't look right. And if it doesn't look right, I mean, it might then be just a 1, 2, and this is an A, B, C in wave 3 in the yellow count. Possible as well. But we can't label all the possibilities. That's why we keep it simple. And we're using the Fibonacci support levels, which are based on calculations of our guidelines to help us understand whether the bulls are leading short term or the bears. For now, in the very short term, it's clear we're putting higher lows in place, higher highs. Seems like the bulls are in control, but only short term. It really depends on that resistance area I mentioned, 85,474. But if the yellow count is playing out the third wave, and that still stands from yesterday's commentary, the price should reach the 86,930 level, which is the 138% extension there for the yellow third wave. So it's a typical target for a third wave that the price reaches the 138% extension. We want that to happen in a third wave to call it a viable third wave. If the price can't even get there, then it's it's typically too weak, yeah. And this would only be a third wave. So again, until I only, as long as I don't, as long as I don't have 5 waves to the upside, the situation is still a little bit, let's say, unclear. So, and if the third wave then has reached the 86,930 level, then we should also get a 4th wave and a 5th wave. So as long as it's only a 3-wave move up, even if we reach 86,930, it's not enough to really confirm that a substantial low formed. We need 5 waves, and these 5 waves should get to 88,340, the 161.8 FIB extension. That's typically the first ideal target for all 5 waves. That should give you all parameters for, let's say, the next session or so. That concludes today's MCO market update for Bitcoin. If you found it useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want access to more in-depth Elliott Wave insights, if you want to communicate with our community, check out the membership. See you next time. Bye-bye.